So yeah, I heard what the Obama said yesterday, and man, they must have got a nice check for showing up at the Democratic National Convention yesterday. Because they didn't say nothing about what's wrong with the world today. They didn't mention inflation. They didn't mention the wars, all the chaos we got, even the chaos that's going on outside the Democratic Convention. All they talked about is how great Biden was and how Kamala is hope for the future. And everything they complained about, notice they didn't attach it to Kamala and they didn't mention Biden's name. We got in this trouble somehow. It didn't happen miraculously, but I was surprised how they eloquently spoke. But that's what they went to school for. They are excellent speakers. Start. We got another Samsung dryer today. I'm going to see if I can call. Let me see what's the earliest I can come by. That's accepted. Let's see what we got. Samsung. That's in Jonesboro. Call. Day Das. What a name. 10 Day Das. Save. Hello, is this, I hope I pronounced it right. Tendai Das? Did I say it? My name's Doug Monroe. I'm calling about a Samsung dryer service call today.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to confirm that service call. That's why I'm calling. My name's Douglas, and I'll be the one coming.
Okay, and where are you coming? Who are you? You work with who?
You called, I think you called appliance repairman.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Because see, I had did Samsung, but they asking around. I want to make sure I had the right people because I already gave y'all a deposit of
Uh,
the six.
right, $65. My question to you, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I need to know when's the earliest I can come by to see you because right now you'll be my next stop.
Really? Because
Yeah.
he said a different time, but if you could come on, that's fine.
Okay, stand by. I'm gonna give you an estimate. That's Elkmont Ridge Southwest.
Yes.
I'm a third party. I don't work for them. You called them, they hung up the phone and called me, and I accepted the job. So, uh,
Okay. Well, I mean, they already done took the 69.99
I know.
out of.
I know. They called me and I accepted the job. You paid them 69. I'm gonna give you my business card when I see you and I explain everything. But I should
Yeah,
show up at 10 o'clock. Okay?
I'm to pay y'all.
Yeah. You're gonna get that deducted from the total.
Okay.
Yeah. That's you pay 69.99.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm a contractor. See, I'll explain. You call them and then they look out and call appliance repair people and see if they accept the job. That's how they make their money. But I'm gonna leave you my card, so from now on you can just call me.
Well, I thank you.
All right, I'll see you about 10 o'clock. I've got 54 miles.
Oh, geez, you coming that far?
Yeah, I'm up here in Lawrenceville, Georgia right now, headed your way.
Oh, well, come on. I'll see you when you get here.
All right, ma'am, and thank you for having me in advance. All
Thank you.
right, bye-bye. Next, we're going to did it take care of that. And you're going
She got me. She ain't, when she start calling Nancy Pelosi, Big Mama Bear, yeah, I was like, yeah, she's some shit, yeah. And look, I understand there are people that don't like me talking like this, they upset, that's fine, you know what? Leave now. When you accept reality and they hit you in the head, come back. Know what I'm saying? Like when the cinder block fall, bam, it hit you in your damn head, and reality strikes, then come on back and holler at me, man. I understand. I ain't want to accept it either. But there will come a point where you can't lie to yourself and you have to admit what you see. All right. So she up here lying for Kamala. Telling stories Kamala never even told. Kamala ain't never told a story. I was broke and I was counting pennies out the ashtray. She ain't never told that story because it's not her life. Sunshine. It's not her life. She up here selling it. She almost as bad. AOC is almost as bad.
Miss Kamala.
But she don't take the cake. Oh no. This mofo take the cake for lying. For over the top. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
November 5th, our nation will hire a president, a commander-in-chief, and leader of the free world. So let's compare their resumes, shall we?
Let's compare that makeup. Damn. That like one of the baby memes with a baby giving the side eye. What you talking about, Jasmine? What you talking about, Jasmine? Auntie, we didn't recognize you. That's you, girl.
Not resumes, but what about accomplishments?
One candidate worked at McDonald's while she was in college at an HBCU. HU.
Everybody did that.
The other was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and helped his daddy in the family business.
That's what
Housing discrimination, that is. She became a career prosecutor while he became a career criminal.
Look how all of a sudden now the Democrats like prosecutors and they hate criminals. I'm just noticing a turnaround of constituencies. I just noticed like they're getting back to their true roots of mass incarceration. I'm just saying, I'm just noticing it. She a prosecutor. Said it with her chest like, hey, she a prosecutor. That's a long ways away from George Floyd rallies. Yeah, it's a long ways away from George Floyd rallies. Yeah, all of a sudden, Tatiana Jefferson and, Sandra Bland, I say her name and all that shit, pew, right out the window, because we got Kamala on deck. And we start saying we care about, the justice system, even though before this, like a year ago, you was calling it the injustice system, Jasmine Crockett. But now that you got Kamala, all of a sudden, it's the justice system wins. Most people know that shit y'all got Trump on. That shit ain't even a speeding ticket in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they went through the books of every business, if they were so inclined to go through the books of every business, they find shit like people taking lunches they ain't really took, people doing shit they ain't normally do. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the wrong column. You find that with pretty much any business. The only people that don't know that are people that don't have no business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real talk. And you can say that's defending Donald Trump. No, that's just defending reality. You know what I'm saying? That's defending reality. Okay? Let her keep going. She gonna go for big air in a minute.
With 34 felonies, 2 impeachments, and 1 porn star to prove it.
I thought we liked sex workers. I thought the Democratic Party liked sex workers. When did y'all stop liking sex workers? I thought sex work was honest work. They deserve more rights. We need to defend them in this horrible economy. When did that change? Oh, that's right. Because Trump, right? You changed all your values to try to be the guy you still can't beat him. You changed all your values, all this shit you stood on. Y'all threw it out the window to try to stop Trump. To quote Bill Duke, my friend, you know you done effed up, right? You done effed up now. You know that, right? Yeah, you done effed up now. You know you done effed up. I feel sorry for your mother.
Her entire career as an elected district attorney, attorney general, and senator, she's always worked for one client, the people.
That's a lie.
Big Pharma. Big Pharmaceuticals, right? Or was it One West Bank? Like, what you talking about? Willie Brown? Like, what you trying to say? I'm joking about the Willie Brown. That's funny. She ain't worked for him.
Yes, she did. He paid her.
I'm joking, man. I'm joking. All right, so Jasmine Crockett, and I love her name, Jasmine. That's a beautiful name. I love it. Let her keep going on.
Meanwhile, he's a 78-year-old, lifelong predator, fraud.
Look how they do now. What I tell you, now that Biden's gone, now they know where old is. Like, for like, I don't know, 3 years, they was like, what, 80? That's just getting started. He's just getting warmed up. What are you talking about? Been in Congress 50 years. So what? Man, he just, man, look, man, that's like new. Shit. This ain't what, the 8-track tape? You ain't had an 8-track? Man, this guy over here tripping because he got an 8-track tape in his joint. Dude, that's the best music. What? White Walls? What's wrong with White Walls, kid? That's where the flavor's at, baby.
Right on.
What?
Right on.
What's it? The back seat don't have no seatbelts. Man, who needs seatbelts? You're sitting in the back, yeah. Man, we put people on the roof. We used to ride on the roof. Just going up to the corner store, man, that's what's wrong with y'all now. Y'all millennials, man, y'all Gen Zs, man, y'all soft.
And cheat, known for inciting violent mobs. Listen, y'all.
Hey, man, Jasmine Crockett is not running. Like, she's not trying to run the country. She's trying to run to a nightclub and do some stand-up. Look at her, feeling herself. Look at her. Look at her. Pay attention to the body language. This chick is auditioning, man. She want to be in 50 Cent's new movie. She want to play some role in Power. Look at her. She rubbing arms, rubbing elbows with Taraji P. Henson. And look at her. She not doing no damn law work, no legislative work no more.
She's somebody.
Look at her. She is
a witch.
Texas. She don't work for y'all no more. She don't work for y'all no more. She work for her. She auditioning.
He's only looked out for one person. Himself.
Yeah, lying.
Who you look out for? It seems like you're looking out for one person right now. I mean, is anybody else getting vibes like this is an opportunistic person right here? That's what this is, man. She paid $500 just to get her lips done. Look at this. Nah, man, she put out all the stops. She is working overtime.
As women are dying, he is bragging about overturning Roe. And y'all know I come from Texas. And right now in Texas...
Oh, put that swing on it. I come from Texas. Go ahead, sister. I love it when people switch up their dialect, try to tap down on the regional thing. I love it.
Come on, Texas.
Come on,
But
Texas.
right now in Texas,
It don't bother you that you
Now
are a
she gonna
very
put your own
intelligent lawyer.
state down.
You got to dumb it
Put
down.
some dumb ass.
It's almost like you're doing a minstrel show. I mean, it does feel a little bit like you're doing a minstrel show. And I know we got a code switch. We black. I used to have to code switch, but I had a job too. That was a long time ago. Seems like almost seems like another life ago. Actually, it was because like every 5 years or 10 years, all your cells rejuvenate. I was a different person then, literally. But
Be right back,
anatomically,
y'all.
I was a
Listen
different
to my
person.
boy,
What I'm trying to say is,
Tim
you don't
Black.
like selling out
Be
like
right
this,
back.
like acting like like you somebody who needs to bum a couple cigarettes from me at the liquor store. You are educated. You are a lawyer. You are a trial attorney. You are a congressperson, and you up here talking like you trying to talk like Shanae. I must wait for you to pull a 40 out your bra or something. Be like, yo, what's up? I'm waiting for Yo-Yo to come out the back with the 40 ounce. Real talk.
they want to institute the death penalty. That is a problem.
I thought it was for child molesters and people that's trafficking children. I mean, I'm not a fan of death penalty. Don't get me wrong, because I know the way that it's administered. Okay? And that's the problem. The problem is anything bad, they want to give it to us first. They want to give it to us twice, actually. Black folks. They want to give it to poor folks, black folks. Black folks first. Poor blacks immediately in front of the line. So that's the problem with it. But if you're going to give anybody the death penalty, people trafficking kids, and don't give it to us that I know Trump is just doing it because it appeals to his base. But that's a good thing to appeal to your base about, like getting rid of, like maybe they don't have death penalty, just never let them go out again, just lock them up forever, or give them that pill where nothing works on them anatomically no more, like they can't do nothing. You should have included for what? You should have included why they want the death penalty, because I think even though everybody's super liberal in the Democratic Party, some people will be like, and the number one, like black women get trafficked the most last time I checked. I mean, I don't like the death penalty, but I don't know if I would cry about a human trafficker trafficking young black women. I don't know. I would try to cry because I know how our justice system is, but it would be hard. It'd be like, I have to be like Monique and really concentrate to cry about that. Let it go a little bit longer, y'all. I got other people to get to. Hurry up, Crockett.
Go ahead.
While Kamala Harris is fighting for our reproductive rights to be restored. She is also the leader we need on the global stage. She helped secure the release of Americans wrongfully detained in Russia. At the same time,
she did that. I thought she was doing the border.
Yeah, she's letting
I know she was doing the
American
Russian border
spies
too.
back
She was
in.
doing that too.
But look who she allowed to go out.
I bet you everything that you gonna say that Biden did, she did, right? What about stuff we don't like funding Israel and funding Ukraine? Did she do that too?
Yep.
We gonna take credit for that too? I'm just saying. How about union busted?
How about
Passing a law that the railroad
pipeline?
workers couldn't strike,
Cutting off the pipeline,
even though they don't got no sick
raising
leave.
gas prices. How about that?
Can we put that on her too?
How about
Because you
inflation?
put stuff. Oh, okay, I get it. All the good stuff, she did it. All the bad stuff, Biden did it, right? Or we just gonna call it even to say vice presidents don't do shit. Because that's what they were saying a couple weeks ago. See, the narrative gonna keep changing, y'all. The narrative gonna keep changing because as they poll test and check the algorithm and check all our messages online, they like, oh, people like this. Oh, they don't like that no more. No. Stop saying that. We gotta switch to this. Yeah, say this now. Go this way, Blackie. Stop saying this. No, don't say that. Say this, Blackie. And they'll keep switching it up based on the feedback, based on the algorithm. Jasmine Crockett is funny though, man. I could almost do a whole show just on her.
He cozies up to his role model, fulfill the promise of America. In the real world, this wouldn't even be close. But this election is.
Hold on, y'all.
Kamala Harris is fighting to fulfill the promise of America.
What promise is that?
In the real world, this wouldn't even be close. But this election is.
Hold on.
While he keeps our national secrets next to his thinking chair. Rap sheet.
Hold on, y'all. Here we go.
Or Kamala Harris.
Here it is. Here it is.
Look at these live the American dream while he's been America's nightmare. America, looking at the two choices before you, who would you hire? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Yo, you know what? I was thinking about
She didn't
something.
hire her.
And I'm be honest, man. Be honest and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. And nothing for nothing, you know.
She wasn't
not
even
for
a
nothing.
candidate for vice president. She didn't pick her.
Didn't Trump win a primary? I'm just going back over my notes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Did he win the primary? Like, didn't people vote for him? Like Americans. That kind of gets lost in this conversation. People chose him. Sort of like Biden chose Kamala, right? People got out their house, went out and voted for him, right? They picked him. There were other people they could have picked. They could have picked DeSantis. They could have picked Vivek. They could have picked Chris Christie. They could have picked Pence. Like, there were people running with track records that people knew. There were like senators and governors, and like there were other people, I can't remember their names, but Nikki Haley. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were people running who had a portfolio. It's just when I hear some of the Democrats talk, they talking big in the chest. They talking big tough. But now, correct me if I'm wrong, did anybody vote for Kamala?
Nope.
I know they're doing a big show, right? And I know this is inconvenient and shit. This is whack. My bad, yo. I hate to be that guy, but I gotta be that guy. Y'all talking like somebody chose Kamala, like voters chose her. Y'all talk like she beat somebody for a position, like American and went across the country and she had to go from state to in the heat. Man, DeSantis was eating hot dogs at a fair in Iowa. Kamala wasn't. Like, not only did Trump beat this primary, he beat 3 of them in a row. I know he's Lucifer, right? But you don't really have room to talk if you ain't win your primary. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the 49ers played the Chiefs, but if the 49ers didn't win a spot, they couldn't have played the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, and I know it's football. I know it's football. Like, I know. But I'm just trying to make a point here, man. Y'all on some bullshit. And I mean that with all due respect, Congresswoman Crockett. Y'all on some certified bullshit. Because no other thing would this be even allowed. If the Republicans would have been like, nah, we ain't gonna run Trump, and then brought in The Rock, you've been like, y'all be like calling foul. If y'all still had Biden and Trump waited to the last hour to say, I pulled my leg. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you won't believe it. My leg. You know what I'm saying? My bone spurs are acting up again. I can't do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's kind of whack. I'm gonna move on, man. I could stay here all day. Believe me, I could. Because Jasmine Crockett is a lot of work. She is amazing.
Kamala Harris has a resume. Donald Trump has a rap sheet.
Man, she want to be Cat Williams. Donald Trump has rap, but I've heard, at least if you're going to be Cat, you got to write new jokes. These are the same jokes. Y'all all use the same material. Ain't nobody got no new material? He's the same joke. He got a rap sheet.
He's a convicted felon.
He got a rap sheet. He got voted for. That's all. That's all. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. There's so much. I know, man. I know y'all be like, Tim Black is crazy. That's it. Settle in, man. Y'all need to get some water, get something to drink, because I got more people. We gotta look at some more of these people, man. I got a couple more people, man, I want to get to. Let's go to Warnock. This guy, people clap for him. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to understand.
I need my neighbor's children to be okay so that my children will be okay. I need all of my neighbor's children to be okay. Poor inner city children in Atlanta and poor children of Appalachia. I need the poor children of Israel and the poor children of Gaza.
You know what I need? I need to know why you okayed them bills that bought them bombs that we dropping on the kids and the moms if you want the kids to be okay.
Yeah, and you so okay.
I want to know why you voted yes, Senator Warnock, for them to on this aid package for war in the Ukraine and in Israel. I want to know why you funded that.
Yeah.
Since you up here talking about you want the kids to be okay. You know what? Less kids are going to be okay. In fact, some kids are going to be DOA because you signed that damn bill. You voted for that damn legislation. And now some people are gone early to meet their maker. But you know, go off on your speech. Talk all that smack. But you're supposed to be a reverend. How is a reverend, a pastor, voting for war against people that didn't launch bombs on us? How are you funding? Now I can see, defend yourself. Well, Senator Warnock voted for arming, supplying armaments for wars in other countries against entities that have not waged war in the U.S. Now, even a Christian or any other denomination, I think it's only fair to defend yourself. But arming Ukraine is not defending the U.S. Arming Israel against civilians or committing a genocide in Gaza, that's not biblical. I'm just trying to understand, because a lot of people clapped at this charade that you're pulling off here, man. I just wanted to be on the record with my viewers that you on that BS. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to say, oh, he speaks so well. Yeah, with forked tongue. Bogus talking points. If you care about kids, you care about all kids. That's what you're doing. You go down the list, all the kids you care about, right? Because y'all got some protesters outside. I'm not in Chicago, right? I got a feeling the people outside, the people on the north side, the south side, the people worldwide who support ending that genocide would like you to do more than talk. They would like you to vote against funding those damn bombs.
I need Israelis and Palestinians. I need those in Israel and the poor children of Gaza. I need Israelis and Palestinians. I need those in the Congo, those in Haiti.
Look at this shit. So you'll stand up and clap for it like talking about it is something. He has a vote. See, I got a problem, y'all. I got a problem when people don't know what Congress is for. They don't know what the Senate is for. Their real voice is in their vote, not in their talk. It's in what they do. When this guy had a chance to do more than talk, he could have talked with his vote. And when they put their bill up, it's like, how did you vote, Warnock? Do you vote to drop the bombs, supply the arms, or not? He said, drop the bombs. Sometimes you gotta drop a bomb. That's what he said. That's what Bert said. Bert was like, drop the bombs on him. Drop that bomb on me.
You drop the bomb on
so,
me.
I don't know why you standing up clapping.
Need all the
You should be throwing stuff at the stage, Johnson. He voted
a man of peace
to continue it. Oh, we wanted to end quick. You know how it ends quick? Stop funding it. I know that's crazy, right? Right?
Money rules everything.
If you want to fire somebody from a job, stop paying their ass. They'll stop showing up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like the job somebody doing, just stop paying them. They'll stop showing up. You know what I'm saying? You got a friend that only around because you buy the liquor. You want to get rid of them, stop buying the liquor. You got somebody who want to ride because they ain't got to pay gas money. All you got to do is start saying, hey, where that gas money? Whoop. Yep. Guess we ain't going nowhere today. See, that's how you do it. If Warnock wanted there to be a ceasefire, he would have voted to stop funding it. And that goes to anybody else who voted for that shit, who want to come out here and talk slick and talk and say things that people want to clap for, but not do things that make people clap. You know what I'm saying? I know you're not used to people talking like this in commentary, but this is the Tim Black Show. This is how we talk, Johnson. This is how we talk. You don't say, oh, but Trump is for it. Yeah, I don't support Trump, dum-dum. I support truth. I support truth. You think just because I'm ranting and running up on the Democratic Party does not mean I support Trump. You just think that because everywhere you go, it's either or. How about neither? Most of the country, half the country don't vote. You do realize this. Half Americans don't vote. I know you caught up in a political bubble. Your brain is potato salad, applesauce brain, because you caught up in this stuff. Half America don't vote, and the largest political party is independent. I'm an independent. Most people are not Democrats or Republicans. You do understand that's the biggest party. You're the odd man out. If you are stuck in the Democratic plantation or the Republican plantation, you are the minority. I'm the majority. I see both sides are horrible. And you're going, this was a little less horrible than that one. Now they both suck. They both, ugh. Why are you eating that? The package was passed 79-18, a bipartisan vote, combined 4 bills approved by the U.S. It allotted more than $61 billion for Ukraine, more than $26 billion for Israel, including $15 billion to the Israeli military aid, $9 billion for Gaza, and $3.4 for regional U.S. military operations. I just want to keep it a G. That's all. Let's just keep it a G. Stop giving people credit where no credit is due. That's all. No credit is due.
He can't get over there.
Sometimes there are no good guys. Sometimes there are no good guys. Okay. Damn, we're gonna be here a minute, man, because I gotta do the rest. This is what I'm going to tell everybody. If you like the show so far, hit like. No, I'm serious. Go ahead and hit the like button. I know it's hard when you're on your cell phone, your smartphone. I still say cell phone, man. See, that's the 90s shit right there. Cell phone. Tim, we ain't had no damn cell phone. This old dude think we got cell phones. We got smartphones, man. That's wrong with this dude. At least say mobile phone, man. Jesus. All right. Go ahead and hit like on the joint. Let people know that you're rocking with the show. The show has a point. Tell them it's refreshing, right? Hey, look, if you want to do more than just hit like, hit share. And share this joint on your profile. What, you don't want your friends to know you watch this show? Come on, man, I dressed up and shit. I got my jacket on and shit. All right. I want to keep the show going because I got some more content, man. It's about to get even deeper, okay? It's about to get even more real, okay? I want to move over to Hillary Clinton. Can we talk about Hillary Clinton? All right, Hillary Clinton. Now, don't go nowhere because I got Jim Clyburn. And Jim Clyburn, he's going to top Jim Clyburn. Like Jim Clyburn, I'm saving it for last. And I'm hoping I'll keep you watching until then for the Jim Clyburn. But before we get to Jim Clyburn, we got to go to Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton came out the woods with a bottle of Chardonnay, and she had conversation.
As a prosecutor, Kamala locked up murderers and drug traffickers.
I would like to interject here. Sorry, gotta make a point here. She did not do prosecutorial work in Fallujah. Okay, so since I know California is bad or San Francisco is bad, I'm sorry. I know San Francisco can have its share of crime. It shit ain't Fallujah, right? It ain't. She went in Vietnam, okay? Most of the cases that she tried were not murder cases, and there's not that many child abduction cases either. Okay, what there is a lot of is regular old stuff like possession of drugs, couple dime bags trying to sell that, trying to get that 20-pack off, 50-pack off. Like, that's what it is. Somebody had a gun or something. Like, that's usually what prosecutors deal with. Yeah, occasionally there be murders, but it's not like they murder people like hotcakes. That's what you call the National Guard. So this idea that, so what Hillary's trying to sell is something the Democrats are trying to sell because they know it's a hard left, right? To just yank the wheel and all of a sudden try to get people that they have routinely, historically told them that we want to slow down mass incarceration. We had a little mistake with my husband, Bill Clinton, signed that mass incarceration bill back in '94. They were trying to act like they're going against that. And so they know it's going to be hard for some people to accept that the Democratic Party is now pushing a prosecutor who also is accused of handing out more time to keep people in jail beyond their sentence, and that they had to go to court and had a court order for her to let some people go for safety concerns, and she wanted to keep them anyway because somebody got to fight the fires. And why hire people when you can just make inmates fight fires for like $1? The whole point of that is that, excuse me, Hillary Clinton is trying to sell this idea that Kamala ain't locking nobody but the worst of the worst, and that ain't true. Just not true. She ran on locking people up. That was what she ran on. She ran on being tough on crime. The prosecutor that she beat out the job for, the one she replaced, that was the progressive prosecutor. She ran on, that guy's too soft on crime. We need to get tougher. That's what her campaign was about. That's what she ran on. It's facts. You can look them up. I don't care what D.L. Hughley tells you. I don't care what Ari Spears says, applies, or Ricky Smiley. I don't care what they say. It's just facts, okay? But go ahead, Hillary, by all means, continue to tell us how Kamala Harris saved San Francisco.
She will never rest in defense of our freedom and safety. Donald Trump fell asleep at his own trial, and when he woke up, he made his own kind of history, the first person to run for president with 34 felony convictions.
Yeah, I told you that's their greatest hits. And I get it, I understand it. I want them to run on what they're gonna do for us. See, they did this. I feel like it's Groundhog's Day. Once again, the Democrats are trying to run on Trump is evil. That way they don't have to do shit. If they just say, hey, this guy is Hannibal Lecter, he gonna eat you, they don't have to have like a real strong policy initiative. Because they running on, you don't want Hannibal eats him. You don't want that. He won't even put you to sleep when he gets started. You don't want that. You gotta, hey, come home to Jamaica. And see, that's what they're trying to do. And I say, anybody that falls for that is counterproductive. They're working against our own best interest. Because, as we stated earlier in the show, guys, if you don't have demands of politicians, they aren't gonna do shit. They're gonna do for the people that have the demands. That's why Kamala is so dangerous. That's why it's so counterproductive when there are people defending Kamala because she look black. Because if you don't demand nothing of her, then she ain't gonna do nothing. Your priority, you drop in the priority list.
As Vice President, Kamala sat in the Situation Room.
Anybody can do that.
She sat in there. She did.
Shit.
Did she bring him coffee?
Yep.
Oh, now you're going to say that Kamala made
Sat in the situation.
like securities decisions.
Sat.
You know what? Why haven't we heard this before?
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, man. Why
She
the
sat in the
secrets?
Situation Room.
It is what Tim Walz does this all the time. Yeah, like if Hillary's trying to sell us on this idea that Kamala Harris was in the decision room when Biden was dealing with Afghanistan, you know, because
So
she got all this military experience.
That was the maid.
Because she got all this foreign, you know, international experience, you know, from being a prosecutor in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? She got all this, yeah.
Experience.
Really, Johnson? And look, guys, maybe she does have, I don't know, maybe she been reading books, I don't know. Maybe she watched, you know, Red Dawn or, I don't know, a couple movies, Black Hawk Down. Maybe she watched some shit. I don't know, man. It's possible. My thing is this, 030. My thing is this. If Kamala was involved in these types of decisions, why weren't nobody talking about that before she started taking Joe Biden's job? Like, why weren't we hearing about this for the last 3.5 years? If that's the case, if Kamala Harris has been doing all this amazing stuff behind the scenes, why were y'all keeping this secret? I mean, what good is being in a situation room making major decisions with the president if nobody knew about the shit? The same. It's almost as if maybe you making this shit up.
Making it up. You ain't even there.
We also know, as Vice President, Kamala sat in the Situation Room and stood for America's values. I know what it takes, and I can tell you, as Commander-in-Chief, Kamala won't disrespect our military and our veterans, lifting our nation. We're opening the promise of America wide enough for everyone. Together, we put a lot of cracks in the highest, hardest glass ceiling.
You know, man, I always had a problem when Hillary was selling this whole thing about, I'm doing it for the women. And the women are, you know, we are trying to beat the oppressive state because the women are we are women and hear us roar and you won't hold us down. You will not smother our dreams and we will dare to dream that big. And I was always like,
wait a minute.
And she do understand that women, particularly white women like herself, they've back been the second most powerful people in the country like forever. You do know that, right? Like, we do know that, like, white women owned slaves and shit. Like, there's a book called They Were Her Property. Because it's about white women owning a lot of slaves. But, like, Hillary talk like women are just like, white women's like, you know. Now, I know some white women may have been in some bad situations. But they usually outlive their men and they take all their shit. I mean, white women, they be outliving their husbands and getting all the property and all the.
You have a message.
Sometimes they help them. You know, unalive. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way Hillary talks sometimes. It was like she kind of forget.
We're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk to the 50 gang.
Thank you for calling Scout MT Phone. Please hold while I try to connect you. Thank you for calling Georgia Eye Partners. This is LaShawn. I am either on the other line or away from my desk. Please leave your name. Please leave your message for
Nothing.
It's just the way Hillary talks sometimes. It was like she kind of forgets that, hey, white women that can, like, black women and white women, sisters, don't y'all be listening too much to Hillary Clinton. Okay? She not you. Okay? She not in a lot of these. Look, I'm not talking about everybody in the Tin Black Wolf Pack. I got some white women who did not like date a governor, marry a governor, and then become first lady, and then become a senator, and then become secretary of state, and then run for, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of white women that didn't do that shit. But what I'm saying is, not all white women have had it as bad as black women. Like, white women weren't furniture. Nobody was going to get somebody's white kid because a white kid allegedly whistled at a black woman. They didn't find no white kids at the bottom of the Tallahatchie River because maybe he might have said something like, nice legs, or whatever crazy shit they made up. And all the other race riots across the country, from Rosewood to Tulsa, fabricated because somebody looked at a white woman, and that's all it took. So it just seemed when I hear her talk, it's like everybody won't be, it's like Paul Mooney said. You know what I'm saying? I just keep thinking about Paul Mooney, and I just think, everybody want to be an N, but don't nobody want to be an N. And it's like, that's the currency they use. They want to emulate the oppression. Nah, man, I'm not saying it's exactly the same if you're a white man and if you're a white woman, but I'm saying You're white. I mean, Bill Burr said it really good. I would play the clip, but I know it's licensed. It's like whenever Hillary starts talking, it just sounds that way. Listen to her talk. It's like she's saying, like, you know, we don't have it that good. Look, man, affirmative action work.
Well, hello.
Okay, stranger, how's everything going?
All right, what you do? Have your cell phone on mute?
No.
The voicemail.
Mm.
How's everything going?
Everything's going fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thought I'd give my woman a ringy dingy.
Yeah?
Yeah, the other phone too. You was on the phone?
No, but you usually call me at 7:30.
I know, but 7:30 I had outside this guy's house trying to figure out why he wasn't answering my phone. Talking about, I ain't get no messages. It's just right here. I came early to see if this was a real call or not. So now I'm headed right smack downtown. I'm on 85 headed downtown. Got another call. And I was calling you to let you know what I was up to and see what you was doing.
Nothing. Just got one doctor today, so it's really slow.
Really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking in. I got another 42 minutes. I'm just not getting to the Spaghetti Junction. There's heavy traffic out here. I had one job, now I got two. Now I gotta get on through down. I think I'm going somewhere downtown. I'm not sure. Probably East Point. I'm not sure. Some street.
All right. Call me later.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye, bye.
Not better for white women than it did for black people. Affirmative action helped white women more than it helped black people. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but black people is two peoples. That's black men and black women. So more white women benefited from affirmative action, one group, than black people, black women and men benefited. All the racists don't know that. They think we all got all hooked up. Nah, white women got hooked up. Because they white. But let's just keep this in mind as you continue to listen to Hillary Clinton talk about the struggle. Oh, the struggle. I'm not saying being Bill's wife was a walk in the park, but it was a summer in the Hamptons.
And tonight, so close to breaking through once and for all, I want to tell you what I see through all those cracks and why it matters for each and every one of us. What do I see?
My bad.
A lot of cracks in the highest, hardest glass. Kamala won't disrespect our military and our veterans, lifting our nation. We're opening the promise of America wide enough for everyone. Together, we've put a lot of cracks in the highest, hardest glass ceiling. And tonight, so close to breaking through once and for all.
I thought they broke through.
I want to tell you what I see through all those cracks and why it matters for each and every one of us. What do I see? I see freedom. I see the freedom to make our own decisions about our health, our lives, our love.
Sort of like with the COVID shots.
The jab or lose their job.
You was free to make the decision if you wanted to keep your job or not by getting that shot. I'm just saying. That's what you're talking about? You're not talking about that? My bad. You're talking about something else. Okay. You saying white women ain't free? Okay. Damn. White women ain't free. Black women really ain't free. Is there another, like, so there's not free? Is there levels to freedom? I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. Because if white women ain't free, black men don't stand a chance, Johnson. I do want to point this out, guys, because this is important. And I know there are people that, you know, you may not hear this, but I got to say this. Remember when Stacey Abrams was running for governor of Georgia? Remember that? And as a black man, I got tired of hearing people say, what's wrong with black people? What's wrong with black men? Why are black men voting for Stacey Abrams? Black men sure are retarded. Sorry, you're not supposed to say that word. Black men sure are horrible. We're horrible and we hate black women. Must hate black women. We gotta hate black women. Because why aren't you supporting Stacey Abrams? I've been wanting to say this for a while, and since Hillary wants to play the oppressed role, they talk about glass ceilings and shit. It's white women that didn't want to vote for white women, and white women really didn't vote for Stacey Abrams. Now, maybe they're gonna vote for Kamala because, I don't know. I mean, she is black, right? Why didn't white women vote for Stacey Abrams? Abrams received just 27% of white women's votes. She didn't even crack 30. And you know what? I didn't hear a lot of people talk about that shit. It was quiet on the set. It was like we was in a library. But when we started talking about black men, it was like they couldn't say it loud enough. Black men ain't supporting black women. When we voted like 90% for her. 90% of black men voted for Stacey Abrams. Black women voted like 98%. But we tripled the white woman vote. It's like the only time, it's like, it just seems like, and look, this is not, I'm not putting this on everybody, okay? Everybody's an individual. Who you are and how you treat people and how you see the world and your racial radar or whatever, it's different. But I gotta say this. I don't like when white women make it seem like they're really down for sisters, black women, when they're not. I mean, white guys probably voted for Stacey Abrams, like 10% of them. I mean, how you barely double white guys? I'm just saying. They weren't like, we gotta go support this woman. This will be the first woman governor of color in Georgia. And they was like, nah, dog, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this white guy though. Hey, that's what they did. So I just want to point this out because people want to have solidarity with you when it works for them. And when people keep saying, nah, Tim, Kamala's black, I'm like, okay. You sure about that? Because I don't know, man. It didn't work out that good. Let's let her keep talking though. Let's let her keep talking. Go ahead, Hillary. My bad, sister. You do you.
Loves our families. The freedom to work with dignity and prosper. To worship as we choose or not. To speak our minds freely and honestly. I see freedom from fear and intimidation, from violence and injustice, from chaos and corruption.
What? Man, should nobody be laying no hands on nobody. So you trying to say that has something to do with parties or this election? Is if women gonna get hit upside the head? I don't think anybody's running on that. See, that's the thing that demonizes the thing. How about just talk about policy and what's gonna be better? Sell. Stop demonizing the other side. Trump needs to stop demonizing Kamala. And y'all need to stop demonizing him and get down to brass tacks about what's going to happen under your presidency. Sell the vision, sell the idea, sell of what they're going to do, right? Not this demonizing shit. I mean, J.D. Vance look a little creepy, but he's like the Eddie Munster a little bit. He got a little Eddie Munster with him. But what I'm saying is, he's not Lucifer. And I don't think he's advocating for women to for men to be able to reboot their wives upside the head when they start buffering. Get what I'm saying? All right? So it sounds like she's saying we need to be free from people hitting us. Yeah, we know the jails are full of guys who talk with their hands. Like, the law don't play that shit. And I don't know what state you in where they play where women can get hit upside the head and get abused by husbands or boyfriends or whatever and nothing happen. I don't know. I never seen it happen. I know that's one of the worst things in the world. If you get in an argument, somebody's going to call the cops, because cops just come lock brothers up immediately. It's like, hey, how you? I need to tell you my name yet.
I see the freedom to look our children in the eye and say,
you can be any gender you want to be.
in America, you can go as far as your hard work and talent will take you, and mean it. And you know what? On the other side of that glass ceiling is Kamala Harris raising her hand and taking the oath of office as our 47th President of the United States.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose. They are going to lose. Man, they're doing the same thing. This is the same mistake they made with Hillary. They want you to vote for her because of historical purposes. That ain't going to get it done, Johnson. That is not going to get it done. People don't vote for historical purposes. People voted for Obama because he was a hell of a politician, because he made them feel good. He made them think racism was going to be over. Now we know that electing Kamala is not going to end racism. We also know electing Kamala will not even help black people.
She didn't even pick a black.
See, now we know that.
Male or female.
Now we positive. Because if Obama couldn't help black people, we know Kamala can. She wasn't even elected. This is not going to work, Johnson. I'm just telling you now. This is a fail. This is not going to motivate independents. Independents don't want to vote for a president to be nice. They want money. They want money and success. Just what everybody wants. Only a very small amount of liberals do shit for appearances. That's why when people ask who y'all voting for, people be like, I don't even know. They know they're going to vote for Trump, but they be like, because appearances. And then they go vote for Trump, and people are like, what? Why do they vote for Trump? I thought you couldn't make your mind up. Because appearances. All right, a little bit further with Hillary. We're almost done with Hillary.
My friends, when a barrier falls for one of us, it falls. It falls and clears the way for all of us.
Yo, what you talking about? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There are way more white women who are CEOs than black men and white women, black men and black women combined. It just is. It just is. It just is. See, the corporate media likes to vilify black men, but they won't vilify white women. They will not vilify white women. Start talking this party stuff. The same pattern happened in other states in Ohio. 53% of white women supported Republican Senate nominee J.D. Vance. 53% of white women voted for J.D. Vance over Tim Ryan. Only 46% of white women voted for Tim Ryan. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? The guy with the horrible policies that say this is an inconvenience if something happens and somebody gets pregnant against their will. Yeah, he still beat Ryan by about 10 points. Greg Abbott garnered 64% of white women votes, with Beto O'Rourke only got 36%. That's why you ain't heard. When's the last time you heard from Beto O'Rourke? He quiet as hell. He like a TV in the 20s. No sound.
For the next 78 days, we need to work harder than we ever have. We need to beat back the dangers that Trump and his allies pose to the rule of law and our way of life. Don't get distracted or complacent. Talk to your friends and neighbors. Volunteer. Be proud champions for the truth and for the country that we all love. I want my grandchildren and their grandchildren to know I was here at this moment, that we were here, and that we were with Kamala Harris every step of the way. This is our time, America. This is when we stand up. This is when we break through. The future is here. It's in our grasp. Let's go win it.
The reason why there hasn't been a white female president is they don't run enough people. Yeah, man, you got to run more white women. Just like they run white guys. I'm not saying America doesn't have a bias, but what I'm saying is you got to run different types of people with different pluses and minuses and different strengths. If you only ran Hillary and now Kamala, that's only two different women. And I know there were other people that ran back in the day. Shirley Chisholm and somebody ran. Who was the sister that ran VP? I can see her, I just can't see her name. What I'm saying is you got to run enough people to bring an opportunity so that people can see different flavors, because some people just have it. And I'm sorry, man, the people that have been running haven't had it. And it didn't work for Ted Cruz, and it did work for DeSantis, and it did work for Vivek, and it did work for Jeb Bush, and he was a Bush. I'm just saying, like, you gotta have the sauce, man. And maybe it's gonna take running multiple people. Stop running somebody every third election or whatever. Like, keep running women. Women need to keep running. Because to base it just on the fact Hillary didn't win, which she did get a lot of votes, to put it all on Kamala, who hasn't won a primary, like that's not. I'm not saying there is a discrimination. Maybe I don't see things. I'm sure I don't see everything the same way women see everything. But I'm saying different women will get different reactions, just like different men get different reactions. Nobody voted for Tim Scott. Nobody voted for Cory Booker. But somebody did vote for Barack. Get it? Who voted for Herman Cain? Larry Elder. Larry Elder, man. I don't even think Larry Elder voted for Larry Elder. But Barack became president for 2 terms. And all I'm saying is he had special sauce. And being a president should require special sauce. And I will agree. There have been some mediocre white guys who have become president. But the one black guy that did, he wasn't mediocre. Only got 2 more things left. I have removing her. Let's go to body bag.
Let me ask you, are you ready to vote for freedom?
What did Joe Biden say, man? Real talk.
Are you ready to vote for freedom?
Slaves, huh?
Are you ready to vote for democracy and for America? Let me ask you, are you ready to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, President and Vice President of the United States? You've heard me say it before. We're facing an inflection point because of what I saw in Charlottesville in August of 2017.
Oh yeah, I had to put this in here, guys. Once again, this is not a new speech, first of all. Biden's not doing a new speech, he's doing the same old speech. He adds in some sprinkles of some new stuff because Kamala is now the flavor of the month. But this is the same old speech he's been using. And that means he's going to tell the same whoppers that he's been telling. And I'm tired of trying to debunk his whoppers. I know the media tells you that Trump's the only one that lies. This guy lies too, okay? He lies too. He makes up shit, okay? It's not a thing they want to report on a lot, especially now, but he's been doing this type of speech for 5 years, 4 years, and it's a lie. It's a big lie. Like his purpose for running is a lie.
Extremists coming out of the woods, carrying torches, their veins bulging from their necks, carrying Nazi swastikas and chanting the same exact anti-Semitic bile that was heard in Germany in the early 30s. As a young woman was killed. When I contacted her mother, I asked about what happened. She told me. When the president was asked what he thought had happened, Donald Trump said, and I quote, "There are very fine people on both sides. My God." That's what he said. That is what he said and what he meant.
And you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally, because they should be condemned totally, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
I realized, had listened to the admonition of my dead son, I could not stay on the sidelines. So I ran. Not go to the grave sites, one of them in France. The brave service members who gave their lives to this country. He called them suckers and losers. Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Beginning to fight for 50 years to give Medicare the power to negotiate low prescription drug prices. We finally beat Big Pharma.
Hello? Tell about that. 66 gang, I was interrupted. All right.